So lads, not good news right here. Not good news. So whatever the hell they had her doing in Indiana, I mean this when I say this, get as far away from Indiana as possible. Get as far away from that medical team as possible. Because, like, when her body's breaking down with no injury.
A lot of people were of the opinion of stay out as long as you have to. Just stay out. I mean, I'm starting to wonder if the season is not a wash at this point anyway. She needs to get well. This is good news, at least. Honestly, as someone who has dealt with this injury during the season, the way she was walking and moving all-All-Star week gave me hope for her. It wasn't a lot worse and a season-ending thing. They have to be smart, though.
Brace yourself. The future of one of the WNBA's brightest stars is now in jeopardy. Caitlin Clark, the player everyone thought would lead the Indiana Fever to glory this season, is now facing an uncertain road ahead. What happened? And could this be the end of a season full of hope?
Following a July 15th injury to her right groin, Indiana Fever guard Caitlin Clark underwent further medical evaluations earlier this week. The team can confirm that no additional injuries or damage were discovered through the evaluations. Clark will continue working with the Fever medical team on her recovery and rehabilitation, with the priority on her long-term health and well-being. There is no timetable available for Clark's return, and no additional details will be provided at this time. Any further updates will be shared as they become available. This is an update, a statement directly.
Now, just like I stated, guys, this should not come as no surprise, bro. I told you, Caitlin Clark was injured with her mobility. When she caught the first groin injury, that's what really kind of did everything in for her, guys. It was just not looking good after that first one. And unfortunately,
on July 15th, Clark injured her right groin during a game. What followed was a slew of tests and evaluations. The result? No new injuries, but no timetable for her return. Let that sink in. No timetable. For a player of her caliber, that's a massive red flag. We're talking about someone who has been unstoppable, breaking records and leading the Fever to exciting victories. Now, her future is uncertain. And that's something fans and teammates alike can't bear to hear. We've watched Caitlin Clark light up the court since her WNBA debut, an incredible journey marked by grace, power, and an undeniable skill set. From the first moment she stepped onto the court, it was clear she was a force to be reckoned with. But now, we find ourselves asking, what is happening to the player who seemed destined for greatness?
There's no timetable for Caitlin Clark's return after being evaluated this week, which means, worst case scenario, the Indiana Fever can be without Caitlin for the rest of the year. But best case scenario, she comes back after missing a few games. But does that mean she'll be healthy? 100% fully healthy at least. Their next 3 games, which are the final games of July, is against the Aces tonight at home, then Chicago Sky on the road, then back at home against the Phoenix Mercury. But here's the schedule for the beginning of August, and again, this Fever team has to prepare to be without Caitlin Clark as she has no timetable for a return.
And yeah, of course, I want to see her play. Of course, I think they need her to win majority of these games. But at the same time, she needs to rest, right? She needs to rest. We done seen her try to come back prematurely. She plays well, and then those next following games, it just looked like she's just not there. She doesn't look the same. Can barely get those shots off. So yeah, I think it's best for everybody for her to rest and just get ready for the end game of this season.
Without Caitlin, the Fever's playoff hopes are hanging by a thread. The team has won only 4 of 11 games without her. It's a sad reality for a squad that was supposed to rally behind their superstar. Fans are heartbroken, pouring out their support, hoping Caitlin takes all the time she needs to recover. But for how long can they wait? As the team struggles to stay afloat, every game without Caitlin feels like a missed opportunity. And it's not just the Fever who are feeling her absence. The WNBA as a whole feels incomplete without her. Caitlin Clark is the face of the league right now. Her jersey sales are through the roof, and her ability to generate buzz has propelled the WNBA into the spotlight. When she's not playing, it's not just her team that's hurting, it's the entire league. Fans don't just want to watch her play, they want to be part of the experience, part of the excitement she brings. From the moment she enters the arena, the energy shifts. Her presence lights up the court. And without her, it's like the spark has gone out of the WNBA for a while.
Folks, it was only a week ago that Caitlin Clark was listed as questionable for a Wednesday night game against the New York Liberty in New York. About 5 hours prior to game time, it goes from questionable to out. Thursday, heading into the All-Star break, the three-point contest is Friday night. Caitlin Clark releases a statement of her own saying she won't be participating in the three-point contest and won't be participating in the All-Star game. Caitlin Clark's team has made it known we are going to be holding her out until she is fully recovered. We are not going to be rushing her back at.
Missed 5 games on 2 separate occasions, first due to a left quad strain and then because of a left groin injury. However, the Fever announced no timetable for her return. She's missed 11 of 24 games this season. Wow. The team's statement said they will prioritize her long-term health. Clark's absence is a blow to the Fever's playoff hopes. At 12-12, Indiana holds a 1-game lead over the 9th seed Golden State Valkyries. However, the Fever are 4-7 without Caitlin Clark in the lineup.
This isn't just one injury, it's a pattern. It started with a quadriceps strain in May, sidelining her for 5 games. Then a left groin injury that forced her out for another 4, including missing the Commissioner's Cup championship. It was a setback, but Caitlin bounced back, determined to fight through it, until July 15th. A right groin injury, another cruel twist in an already frustrating year. And it doesn't stop there. This injury marks the 4th soft tissue injury Caitlin has suffered in the 2025 season alone. Each one has left her unable to play at her best, but she keeps fighting through it. There's a sense that each injury is taking more and more of a toll on her, not just physically, but mentally. How many more setbacks can one player endure before it's too much? How much longer can she keep pushing through the pain?
It is a scary thing when your legs are breaking down and you're not injured, because you have to figure out what the hell that is. It could literally be her running mechanics changed and it put pressure, even slightly, it put more pressure on her upper legs. Like all of those things, which very well could be a reason why she's shooting so badly. Like maybe she did too much work trying to bulk up her upper body and not enough on her legs. Like I don't know. She should probably go. I mean this when I say this. Go to Iowa and do what she did in the offseason beforehand. But now it's going to take like hire a Tim Grover or something, because she's going to have to rechange how she runs.
Her making some statements about how her body feels this season under the circumstances of, well, getting the crap kicked out of her on the court and just dealing with injuries, right? I mean, people forget when she's injured, she can't train. You know, every time she gets injured and has to sit out, she has to come back and she has to try to recapture basketball shape, right? The ability to run up and down the court and maintain that cardio.
Now, the question remains, should Caitlin return to the court? Or should she stay off until she's truly healthy? Her body is breaking down, and there's a lot of pressure to get back out there. But everyone knows that rushing her return could mean risking her long-term health. It's a tough decision, and no one, fans, teammates, or coaches, wants to see her pushed beyond her limits. Caitlin's a competitor, and she wants to be out there, but deep down, she knows that pushing herself too hard too soon might end up doing more damage than good. Her body needs rest, and for once, she needs to listen to it. Her health is paramount, not just for her career, but for her overall well-being. Every game is another opportunity to risk further injury, and everyone around her is holding their breath, hoping that she'll make the right choice for the future.
I mean, yes, you can argue that they play better without Caitlin, but no, in the postseason, you need your stars. They're going to need Caitlin. The fact that she's injured sucks, that's one thing, but the fact that we have no idea when she's coming back is another thing, because the WNBA, Indiana, it's all taking a hit. I mean, it's kind of recovering at first when she was missing a lot of games, viewership, whatever you would like to talk about, dropped, really did. But it's starting to rise. Even the All-Star game was a success.
Well, I hate to break the news to y'all. My precious CC will be out indefinitely. that means we won't see her till next year because the whole Indiana Fever organization has failed her. You hear me? And the whole WNBA, from the commissioner to the corrupted referees and also the players that was on payroll, you hear me? That was sent to take her out the game. You hear me? Because they threatened by her aura and her greatness and her skill set. Because clearly
Caitlin is no stranger to physicality. As a leader, she's been targeted by defenders, constantly fouled, hit, and roughed up on every possession, and yet she's kept pushing through. But at what cost? It's clear that each blow is taking its toll on her body. Fans are begging her to take the time she needs, even if it means missing the rest of the season. They just want her to be healthy again. You can see it on the court. Every time Caitlin takes a hard fall, you can hear the collective of the crowd. The air is thick with anxiety. Fans, coaches, and teammates hold their breath when she limps off the court. Each injury adds another layer of concern. They want to see her thrive, not just for one season, but for the long haul. And the fans' cries for her to take the time she needs to heal have only grown louder as the injuries pile up.
Good morning, good morning. Did you know that Caitlin Clark is getting doctor treatments on her own? I heard that she's doing dry needling and different type of methods so she can come back. Like, this means that she doesn't really trust the Indiana Fever medical staff, which is not a good sign. Also, heard that she might be doing stem cell treatment, but she's doing all this on her own. She is trying her darndest to get back on the court. And to me, that's a dedicated athlete, man.
Leg injuries in 2.5 months? After playing 181 straight games with no injuries, you've had 4 leg injuries, soft tissue injuries in 2.5 months. Now, I'm not talking about a knee injury, not talking about a shoulder. Thank God we're not talking about the dreaded Achilles issue. But still, I can't help but wonder what is going on here with
The real question now is, will Caitlin Clark ever be the same? Will this endless cycle of injuries change her career forever? Will we see her at her best again? These are questions no one has answers to, but the uncertainty is crushing. And with each injury, it feels like the WNBA is losing a bit of its soul, a little piece of the magic Caitlin brings every time she steps onto the court. What is the long-term impact on her career? Will she still be able to play at the same level when she returns? It's a fear that hangs over the league. Caitlin was destined to be a game changer, the face of the future for the WNBA. But now, the reality of these injuries looms large. Could they change the trajectory of her career, and could they possibly alter how future generations of athletes approach their training, their bodies, and their health?
All we can do now is wait.
Hope that Caitlin can fully heal and return to the game she loves. It's going to take time and it won't be easy, but Caitlin Clark is a fighter, and when she comes back stronger and healthier, she'll remind us all why she's the future of the WNBA. Until then, we have to be patient and we have to support her every step of the way. Because when that day comes, it'll be worth the wait. And so we wait. Not just for Caitlin to return, but for the world to see the true force of nature that she is, fully healed and ready to conquer the court once again. Her story isn't over yet. It's just another chapter in what we hope will be a long and successful career. Caitlin Clark will rise again, and when she does, it will be the redemption we've all been waiting for.